I wasn't going to do these because this event is kind of a bore to me, but I found out that Klee will be alongside Kazuha in the next update for the banners, and I want to see if I can try to get Klee, so I need as many Primo Gems as possible, so... And apparently Bertrand still has dialogue, which this happened before in an event where I thought I finished it, but then I had to talk to them still, so that kind of pisses me off a little bit. Anyway, Lulumin and Paimon, you've arrived. My toy factory shall be open soon.
Toy factory?
Well, I mean, it's just me and my great machine at the moment. Hold on. Of course we're not talking about instantaneous universal speed, but at least rated as rapid.
That sounds impressive.
Speaking of which, I've made some improvements to Material Collector as well. Yeah, obviously, because I can't do anything because you got in the way. Previously, you need to come back here after each process. I thought that was insufficient, so I made some adjustments, and now it updates the current process based on your collection progress.
So it changes the process? Based on what we collected?
I'm confused. How should I put this? Let's say the first process requires 10 Sunsettias, the second needs Hydro, and the third you'll be defeating 2 Hydro Slimes. Unless I say you collected 10 Sunsettias with material collector equipped, well in that case it will consider the materials for the first process collected in full. And then it will...
Oh, and then it will automatically start the process of collecting materials for the next stage.
I didn't know we had to come back here every time to move on. I thought we were just coming back here to talk to him. Bingo! It will enter elemental charge mode, which it will collect the Hydro LNG. LNG? What? And once it finishes collecting Hydro, it will change processes again. It will go on to the third process. Yep, and all you'll have to do once that happens is defeat 2 Hydro Slimes. Yeah, but I'm not.
That does sound a lot more convenient.
Tell me about it. I pulled an all-nighter to improve it, you know. I personally call it the ultimate foolproof 3-in-1.
This material collector is truly amazing.
Indeed.
Why would you give this material collector to us, though?
I'm temporarily grounded in retail, so I can't collect materials at the moment. Genshin, but as long as you've already collected the particle of the toy, particular toy, of course.
Excuse me, you mean with all the materials we collected and all the effort we put in, we only deserve a bit of more in one toy?
I mean, we're gonna get 3.
That's preposterous. Let's get out of here, Wilmeen.
Wait, how about a bigger share of the profits in 2, maybe 3 toys? I mean, that is exactly what we're doing. Anyway, let's go, Paimon.
4, you can have 4 toys.
That's as far as I can go. You can have them all. Really, if only I wasn't in debt. Sadly, I still owe the International Trade Association a sum of more.
Alright, I'll let you off easy this time. Listen, we chose to help you because you needed help, not for more or toys.
I mean, how do you know I don't want a little toy? And your aid is most appreciated. Already, finally. So, can I get on to what I wanted to do? Because I was trying to do... How I could pick a toy to keep. Oh, since... Create test project, please. I haven't correct... You wouldn't let me get any. I want to collect. Will you please let me collect? Okay, so now I can do it. Now I will talk to you. I will redeem my toys later. So about the creation. Well, actually, didn't we do that one? Actually, yeah, we don't need to do... We already know about all this. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna go off and make some toys now. 2.8. The fuck is that? It's probably gonna open a web browser if I think about it. It's opening a web browser. It opened a web browser! I can still tell you what happens. But version highlights? The fuck? It's really not loading though. Oh, come on, man. I got stuff I want to see. Are version highlights just telling you what happened in this version? Is that it? Bro, don't mess around with me. Oh, that's all this? Oh, it's just the preview page. Oh, this is just a thing that tells you what's going on in this update. That's not... okay, dumb. I'm just gonna get my notices out of the way. Also, before stepping onto here, I had just finished with all 4 of the school stories in Senran Kagura for Peach Beach Splash, so I'm now on the ultimate final. Ooh, would you look at that? It's a D-Wook outfit. I don't care. Wait. What's up with his? His is that... Whoa, wait a minute. His is way more expensive than... Wow. Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. He has a 5-star outfit, while Jean and Kaching have 4-star outfits? We always knew they were gonna get more outfits. But you're telling me... Is my sound really broken right now? In battle? Or in battle? Guide? Huh? What is this? Incorporating characters of different claim. Oh, this is just gonna be like complete a bunch of shit, which I have definitely done. Are they just giving artifacts now? Oh my god. They're just giving you a shit ton of free artifacts, dude. Bro, this thing just came out and I'm done with it. Wow.
Once there was a
Yeah. Same as always. Who cares? Can't wait for the day they start putting outfits in the battle pass. Yep, test run all these characters. So the island isn't here just yet. Wait, another story quest with Kazuha? Really? I didn't think we were getting another story with Kazuha already. Well... Wait, it says it's the first one. That definitely ain't right. Alright. Okay, so here's what needs to be done. It is time not to pull for Kazuha, but it's time for me to pull for Klee and see if I can get her, which I already know isn't gonna happen. I'm not gonna get Klee. Oh wow, look, it's my team, just sitting there waiting to be gotten. Oh wow, I have so much less than I thought I was gonna have. I'm so not getting Klee. I'm gonna use all this, and I'm not gonna get her. Nope, see? No. No Klee in that. At least I got him. Not gonna get any Klee in this. Oh my god, it's pain. I really want Klee. I can hear someone being like, why do you want Klee? You shouldn't be going for Klee. You should be going for Kazuha. Well, I want Klee, damn it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I still have 20 whole days to get her, though. God damn it. Okay. Again, I still have 20 whole days to get Klee. So, whenever the hell the Golden Applegate Archipelago wants to show its ass again, I will get a whole lot of Primogems, because we'll have like at least 2 events before Klee leaves, yeah? And if I don't get Klee, just means I can go and get, you know, other characters. Yeah, you know. Anyway, that's sad. I did so want to get the adorable Klee.
As I get stronger?
What about if you get stronger? The stronger you're getting is level 40. What do you need that for? Don't you go punching people or something? Ain't that your whole shtick? Wow, only 1 Toma. Now, the main thing to focus on... Is this different a little bit at the top here? Seems a tiny bit different. Where's my official? Now, we all know...
I created...
There it is. The new official outfit. Obtained from Resonating Visions. I've got to get this outfit. I must obtain the official outfit. And I will. I believe that's all the changes, isn't it? I think I'm looking in the wrong place here. So those things I got, they were, yeah, they are all artifacts. Okay. I've got the whole set of these things. Wait, did they just give you ones that you've never had before? Where do you get this? Looks like they just give you ones you've never had. Huh. Alright. So, I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna go get my dailies done. After I get my dailies done, I am going to go and check and make sure there are no new side quests anywhere. We're gonna handle any new side quests, and then I'm gonna go on ahead and get myself caught up on story quests and hangouts, because I do actually firmly believe that 2.9 will be completely skipped and we will just be getting 3.0. So I'm gonna go off and get these dailies done. He's a Catalyst character, but my guy, he is full melee. This guy is full melee combat. He's Catalyst, but he is kick your ass is. Dude, he's throwing all his hands. He's not playing with you. That's the only thing that has to do with this Catalyst. That is the only thing that has to do with it. Everything else, well, he coming. He give you the slam. My guy is ready to kill you.
Fancy meeting you here. How's work these days?
Bro, I'm not here for I was here to get food and log off the game and edit the rest of the videos I have.
Thanks to the help of people like you and colleagues like Ganyu, better all the time. But I've been feeling distracted at work lately. I just feel constantly agitated.
Has something happened? Like you automatically being here at some weird-ass time? Because I've come back to Liyue multiple times in this exact place, and you were not here.
It's a long story. But my father, he's thinking of stepping down from the Tianshu position due to health issues.
Is this the main story quest? Did I activate Yelan's story quest on accident?
What's wrong with Uncle Tian?
Nothing specifically. He's not unwell. He says he's just increasingly low on energy these days. He's always said, old age comes for us all in the end. Still, I just can't help but feel a little emotional watching it happen to him. Anyway, my father's currently on the second floor of Yangsheng Tea House. Why don't you come pay him a visit with me?
Not right
He
now.
seems very fond of you, too. I'm sure chatting with you will make him very happy.
Sure, let's go.
Bro, I'm busy. Don't you dare take me there. Okay, yeah, that's Yelan's story quest. What the fuck? Bro. I'm not here for that right now. I was just here to come and get some food. I also remember I have to change my name, and we're gonna go and do Yelan's story quest. I'm catching up on all my story quests I haven't done, and all the hangouts, because I firmly believe 2.9 is just gonna be skipped, and we're gonna be going straight into 3.0 with Sumeru. We have lots of information of Sumeru, so that means it's coming very soon. So it's time to focus on these
Uncle
quests.
Tian, we're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Oishi, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a fresh pot of tea? I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear your adventure stories.
We're more concerned about your health, Uncle Tian.
Hoishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry. I'm quite alright. It's just the years gradually catching up with me. As I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things, though the mind is willing, the flesh is weak. Especially recently, I've noticed a rather drastic drop in my energy levels. I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless, I wish to pass on the position before my mental acuity begins to decline beyond redemption.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liyue Qixing. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice, so a public selection process would not be suitable. We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible in their assessment and appointment. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing members.
So in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
Correct. Unfortunately, due to my health, I won't be able to assess every candidate myself. Not to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on my behalf as assessment officer. In fact, I believe you recently became acquainted with her yourself.
Oh? Who is it?
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all about me.
It's Yelan!
Jackpot. Uncle Tian here asked me to assess 3 candidates for him. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be a good opportunity for you.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's a good opportunity.
Paimon thinks so too. It can't be a bad thing to be on good terms with a new Qixing, right?
Alright then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tian, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety too. Don't you think I might make a good Tianshu?
Huh? Yelan, you want to be the next Tianshu?
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how long you've been working together. So, how about this? If your investigation reveals that none of the other candidates are qualified for the position, I'll recommend you for the job.
Deal. Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead. Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation. Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment, this runs on the house. You're all set?
Uncle Tian seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tian is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qianwei, Mingbo, and Zhi. Qianwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingbo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel. Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion. All right. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open.
Okay, where was I? What are we doing? I should fast travel over there. Just remember some things I'm gonna have to cut out from the start of this, since I completely forgot about the 9 minutes I recorded as soon as I hopped into version 2.8. I'm dead. She will not be alive when this ends.
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair. I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Oh, I mean, I think it's fine.
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything in the future.
Oh,
Okay,
come
so
on.
this guy's an asshole.
That's just... Now you're just being unreasonable.
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. It's not worth it. Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. It's natural to be getting irritable. Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances, it would be better than nothing.
It looks like all 3 candidates have arrived.
Oh, it was those 3?
Mm-hmm. We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment process. I've split it into 2 stages: current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions in person. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow. One of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto. Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of us represent where each candidate stands on key policy issues. There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing. I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done.
We already know that one guy isn't very happy with anything in the world. And I don't hear, like, any music going off at all. I doubt that'll even fix anything.
Finished?
No.
Almost.
You know he's got that. What, that Mingbo guy don't have the big one? Mingbo's manifesto covers domestic affairs quite comprehensively, focusing on people's livelihoods. The core principle seems to be the greater good means a world that works for everyone. Green's manifesto addresses many commercial issues and provides some very penetrating analysis. His view seems to be that regulations and insensitivities are both indispensable. Jin's manifesto covers domestic affairs, foreign affairs, and checks and balances all in great detail. The focus seems to be problem solving. It provides concise and clear solutions to various problems. It's so thick that you only have to skim through it roughly.
Finished, huh? What did you think?
Everyone took it very seriously.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're putting their best foot forward. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regrets.
What did you think, Yelan?
That's for me to know and you to find out. We can talk more after the interviews. We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time. Start with Chenwei.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh? So you two are the assessment officers, are you? I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing 2 entirely unfamiliar faces.
Man, that attitude of yours ain't gonna get you nowhere.
I trust you've read through my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind, after all.
Okay, asshole.
Mind your tone, mister.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact.
Man, your communication skills. Did you learn that from Cloud Retainer?
Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are constantly talking about. With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forward. Although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
Oh, is it my turn?
Oh, that was fast.
Yes. Please, introduce yourself.
I'm, Mingbo. I work in the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. In that time, I've handled, 2,347 cases. I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be concluded in, 16 days. My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the accounts, namely...
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very good at public speaking?
Hey, let the man be.
You know what? Let's leave the self-introduction there and move on to some questions.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Hello. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous. What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
That was blunt.
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from, but I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts. Of course, two different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach two very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution to all the problems as a whole.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. Post-implementation, it would all come down to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
Nice answer. All right, next question.
He seems like a great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and logical, and he was just a pleasure to listen to.
I agree.
Here's my take on what we just learned. As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in
Yeah,
his
but he's an
manifesto,
asshole.
which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings. Mingbo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented. But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingbo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't agree more. You're good at this, Yelan.
Last but not least, Zhi. His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people. But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Zhi take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
Great.
We'll see. Let's go back and report to Uncle Tien.
Ah, come on. Open the damn map. Well, I'm thinking that I have like 2 wishes left for Kui, and then if I don't get her, I'm actually not even guaranteed to get her in the first place. She can totally be stolen from me.
I see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
All right. Then let me ask this. The ideas in Zhi's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular reason behind this?
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates, for fear of affecting your judgment. But I can tell you now, those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with me. But Qianwei went on to focus on his business, and Mingbo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Zhi was with me for the longest duration.
Whoa. So how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tien?
Qianwei was referred to me by an old friend. Mingbo came to my attention in the course of my work. As for Zhi, that was pure happenstance. We first met while fishing. Grabbed of topics. Zhi came from a poor family, and his parents died when he was very young. But he was a gifted student and a fast learner. He reminded me of a younger version of myself. So I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he got on.
Sounds like he's family to you.
Quite. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man. It's a joy to see. But it also gets one thinking. The young are growing up, and I am growing old. How time flies. No one can escape the cycle of life.
I don't know, Uncle Tien. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you think?
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me. Having less energy than I used to isn't such a bad thing. It just means I finally have a good reason to retire and spend my days doing what old men like me should be doing. Going fishing whenever I feel like it.
Sounds like you sure love fishing, Uncle Tien.
Ooh, there's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and freshly caught fish, they make the most beautiful fish soup with barely any preparation required.
Fresh fish soup. Sounds tasty.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, Juri purchased a very special recipe from an old fisherman. When we've been fishing recently, Juri always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. The addition of these makes the soup taste even more wonderful. That flavor makes for a fond memory. But at my age, who knows how many more chances I have left to taste it again.
Very many chances, I'm sure.
Oh, can Paimon come next time too? Paimon really wants to try it.
Let's get back to the matter at hand. Uncle Tien, we've reported back. Do you have a verdict?
Well, you're not gonna find out.